From BigHMW.com, World Headquarters at Bishop Park, this is the Atari Report, 2600 edition with Ray Jackson.
Good evening, everybody. On this edition of the Atari Report, we take a look at a game that's probably the best ever port of Asteroids I've ever played on the Atari 2600. From SpiceWare, Space Rocks for the Atari 2600 video computer system.
And now a bit something different for the Atari 2600 for a change. You tired of the same old lame Asteroids that you played on the 2600 all the time? Well, get ready for Space Rocks. This wonderful game here from SpiceWare is a homebrew of Asteroids that came out back a few years ago, and we're sharing it here on the Atari Report. As you can tell here, you've got multiple options here, including what hyperspace is, of course the down function, how many lives you get, the bonus lives and everything like that. But look at these graphics. I mean, these are nice graphics here for a 2600, and yes, I gotta tell you, yes, there is a bit of flickering on there, but only temporarily. But I gotta tell you, this is a wonderful port of Asteroids and highly recommended. Of course, if you want to download it for yourself, you go to AtariH.com and click on the link down below, and it'll take you right to it. Also, if you want to buy the cartridge, that also is available to AtariH.com. You click on the online store down below, and it'll take you to the online store. You can purchase a cartridge version if you happen to be a cartridge head and a true enthusiast. But yes, this is by far the best version of Asteroids I've ever played on the 2600, and I don't think I can name another one that's going to come out anytime soon that can even outdo this one. I mean, it's a nicely done game. Obviously, you could have solid rocks, or you could have these translucent rocks here. Excuse my little speech there, but I gotta tell you, like I said, 2 thumbs up for this game. I gotta tell you, I mean, this is a fantastic game, and yes, I know I say 2 thumbs up for almost every game I review here. That's because I don't like doing too many unfavorable reviews, and I do screen every game before I review it, as I always like to present some of the best out there. But yeah, this is a fantastic game, and it does deserve 2 thumbs up. I mean, basically, otherwise it wouldn't be on the Atari Report. But yes, these are just it's a wonderfully done game, and unlike the original 2600 port of Asteroids, at least these rocks vary into different into different formations and things like that. They don't just go straight up and down the screen like they do on Asteroids. On Space Rocks, you've got more of a challenge to deal with, and you got to constantly be on your toes to watch out, as they will veer off in multiple different directions, and that's more of a challenge for me, I got to tell you. I mean, I got to tell you, it's a nice game, it's a wonderful game, and yes, it has everything Asteroids has to offer for the arcade and then some, and a nicely done game, I got to tell you. But yeah, obviously you use the bottom of the joystick. You use the bottom, you go down with the joystick in order to use hyperspace or the shields or whatever. And of course, left or right are the directionals, and obviously a fire button fires off the missiles there. But this is pretty much, as tough as it is, it's also pretty easy to play as well. And you keep clearing them off, and yes, you do have your fair share of flickering on this particular game. As you well know, the 2600's limitations of having more than 4 objects on the screen moving in different directions at the same time, it will flicker. But this is a nicely done game. I gotta tell you, well done and well worth it. I gotta tell you, whether you buy the cartridge or do the digital download, I highly recommend you check it out. That's what I have to say about it. And basically, this game is a wonderful port, and I'm not just saying that. It actually is. I gotta tell you, wonderfully done. That's what I have to say right there.
Well, guys, I gotta tell you, by far, that's the best ever port of Asteroids I have played. I can recall playing on the 2600. Indeed, 2 thumbs up is not even big enough for this particular port. How about 3 or 4? I mean, SpiceWare really did a job on it. Even recreating the almost like vector arcade quality graphics almost, but a little bit paying homage to the 2600 original that I have ever seen. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I mean, they look great. I mean, the asteroids in there look very great, and the play is smooth, much smoother than it is for the 2600 version. I have a little bit more control in this version than I did in the 2600 version of Asteroids, and that had pretty good control in itself, but I got to tell you, this game acts far like Asteroids more than the original 2600 port did, where it just pretty much always went straight up and down and things like that, never really veered off into a space in a chaotic mood. But yeah, these particular rocks do, ladies and gentlemen, and I think you have more of a challenge with space rocks than you ever did with the original 2600 port of Asteroids. 2 thumbs up is not good enough. I gotta tell you, Space Rocks is by far the best port of Asteroids I can recall playing in the 2600, and well worth it. If you want to download the game for yourself and try it out, you click on the link down below. It'll take you to AtariH.com, and you can click on the link there where you can download and try this game for your 2600 emulator, your Harmony Encore, your Flashback 9, or whatever you happen to have for a gaming system for it. I gotta tell you, it's well worth the download and well worth checking out. Well, that's game over for this edition of the Atari Report. So for all of us here at BigHMW.com World Headquarters, I'm Ray Jackson wishing you good gaming and good night.